Yo, what's up, Trey T? This one's back with another video. We'll be talking about what's happened in the draft. It's so far the 50th pick right now. I haven't really been watching. I don't know what pick it is. It might be maybe just 40. The Pistons just picked up Isaiah Livers. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. But they just picked him up, so whatever draft pick that is. But first off, again, rest in peace, Terrence Clark. Should have been drafted this year. Rest in peace. I got some things to talk about. So first thing, Westbrook is a part of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers traded Kuzma, KCP, Harrell, the 22nd pick, for Russell Westbrook, a 2024 second-round pick, and a 2028 second-round pick. Now, I don't hate the trade, but I don't love it. The spacing is going to be awful. Westbrook, not a good shooter. LeBron, not a very good shooter. Anthony Davis, he can stretch the floor, but LeBron's going to make it work. It's LeBron. He's going to make it work, especially with a all-star / superstar / MVP caliber player in Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis and LeBron James. They're going to make it work. It doesn't matter how they're going to incorporate him. And them losing KCP, he was definitely a very good piece for them. Good defender, good shooter. When the Lakers were having trouble scoring, he'd be the one to throw up a three and have it go in. Very aggressive on the defensive side. Montrezl Harrell, he had his ups and downs. Very small for the center position. Couldn't stretch the floor, so that's kind of a problem. But a very energetic guy, someone that hustles like crazy and everything. And then Kyle Kuzma. Nothing I can really say about Kuzma. Kuzma, he had flashes. People thought that he could be the third star for the Lakers. Did not happen that way. I didn't see him being a superstar for the Lakers. I saw him just being a good role player, maybe sixth man, maybe a quality starter, but I did not see him being a star. I didn't see him even being close to being an all-star. But yeah. That was the first pick. Or that was the first trade. And then I'll talk about the other trades in a minute. But first I'm going to talk about some of the draft picks. So obviously, Cade Cunningham went to the Detroit Pistons. Very good pickup. 6'8" point guard that can pretty much do everything. He's clutch. He can hit the three. He can play make. He can defend. He can rebound. He can block shots at 6'8". He can guard multiple positions. And it's just a good start. I think he's going to be a superstar in the league. I think he's going to be a multiple-time All-Star. He's going to lead the Pistons to the playoffs, especially with the way they're going with Sadiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, and some of the other guys that they've picked in the draft. That's a good start. Also, Killian Hayes. I think Cade Cunningham might run the 2, or maybe they'll run Killian Hayes at the 2 and him at the 1. Like they'll probably be. It depends on who's like a better shooter, who's a better facilitator, and everything. Jalen Green to the Houston Rockets. Another good pickup. I think that the Rockets are going to look to trade John Wall. I think that they're going to look to do a full rebuild. I don't know who would run the point guard position, but yeah, I don't know who would run the point guard position. Would they just run Kevin Porter Jr.? Would they just run Jalen Green? I'm not even sure. They got a nice young core. They got Jalen Green. They got Kevin Porter Jr., they got Kenyon Martin Jr., they got Jayshawn Tate, I think it was Jayshawn Tate. They got Christian Wood. That's all I can think about right now. They have Eric Gordon, John Wall to trade. Yeah. They're looking good. They also had multiple other picks that I might get. I don't know if I'm going to get to all the picks, but I'll get to some of them. So, Cleveland Cavaliers picked up Evan Mobley. So here's the thing with this. If Evan Mobley shows that he can be a stretch 5 or even a stretch 4 and do everything he did in college, and the Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley thing doesn't work, they can explore trades for Jarrett Allen which will be good because he's gonna have value. He's a nice young quality center in the league. Shot blocking, can catch some lobs and everything. So they have a little bit of stability. For the Toronto Raptors, I was very surprised they picked up Scotty Barnes. With them picking up Scotty Barnes, I feel like that almost means OG or Pascal is out the window because you're not going to bring in a number 4 pick to be a backup. OG Anunoby, obviously, he's good enough to be a starter. And Pascal Siakam, he's good enough to be an all-star. Last year was not very good. Yeah, it just wasn't. Last year wasn't just not a good year for the Toronto Raptors at all. They were playing in Tampa all year, wasn't able to go home and everything. So, I mean, yeah, that's all you need to know about that. The Orlando Magic picked up Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner with the 5th and 8th pick. I think the Orlando Magic came out with a W with these. Jalen Suggs, good scorer, good facilitator. He's got a little bit of height on him, so he can't get bullied. He's clutch. He's clutch. I think he's clutch because obviously that one game winner was amazing, but yeah. And then Wagner, he's a small forward, pretty decent, I must say. But yeah. The Oklahoma City Thunder picked up Josh Giddey. I was kind of surprised with this pick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying he's bad. I thought he was more of a point guard, like a shooting guard point guard. But on here it says he's a small forward. But like I said, I'm not the biggest. I didn't watch a lot of college basketball. Now that I'm getting more way more in depth into basketball, I'm gonna start watching more college and getting into college basketball, so I know the draft prospects. So I know all the NBA draft prospects. I know the G League players and everything. I'm gonna get so in deep with all that. But I didn't even. Sharif Cooper's still up. I didn't even realize that. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I thought Sharif Cooper would have been gone by the 45th pick. I thought he would have been gone. If he goes undrafted, bro. That'll be insane. He is a smallerish guy. He's 6'6", but he's very skinny. But Golden State Warriors picked up Jonathan Kuminga. Sorry, I'm out of frame, but they picked up Jonathan Kuminga. Very solid pick. I thought the Warriors were gonna trade their 2 picks, but they got good picks. They got Jonathan Kuminga, who's a very athletic. I don't think he's a very good shooter. He's just an athletic defending small forward / power forward. I'd say they'd run them between small forward, run him probably small forward because they got Draymond. Moses Moody's gonna come off the bench. Great scoring shooting guard off the bench. How about Jordan Poole, Eric Pascal off the bench because it's gonna be Curry, Clay. I'm gonna assume Kuminga. I forgot Wiggins. Kuminga might come off the bench. That's going to be tough unless they can get rid of Wiggins. There was a trade package. It was there was a trade package. I'm not sure everything that the Warriors were asked for, but it was Ben Simmons for Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, the number 7, 14, and something. I think there was something else involved in that trade. The Warriors obviously declined. I think if they asked for Wiggins, Wiseman. Maybe not even Wiseman. If they asked for Wiggins and those 2 picks, maybe they could have got away with that. But asking for Wiseman and the 2 picks and Wiggins I think that was a little bit of a stretch for them. A little bit of a stretch. Davion Mitchell goes to the Sacramento Kings. I think that's pretty good. A nice. Even though he's a shorter guard, but he plays bigger. That's what I was saying with Sharif Cooper. He's a smallerish guard, and he plays small. I shouldn't say small. He's like 6 foot 6'1", but he is not like a bigger. He doesn't play big. Davion Mitchell definitely plays big. He's like a 5'10", 5'11" point guard, but he plays defense. He is almost a lockdown defender for the Sacramento Kings. I think he's probably going to come off the bench. It'll probably be Fox. If there's no trades, it'll probably be Fox, Tyrese, Barnes, Bagley if they keep him, and whoever they can get a center, which might be Rashawn Holmes, and then Buddy, Davion Mitchell, and whoever's coming off the bench. I can't think of it's 11 o'clock at night. I mean, it's not too late, but normally I'm trying to go to sleep at this point. But I had to stay up for the draft, and I had to make a video because I haven't made a video in a few days. I'm gonna start being more consistent. I know I say this a lot. I'm gonna have to start being more consistent probably next week because I'm leaving. I'm gonna be out of town from Monday to Thursday, so probably Friday, unless Saturday or Sunday before. Because Sunday I'm going to my friend's house, staying there, and then we're leaving that morning. But I'm gonna continue talking about. I'll talk about that later. Zaire Williams goes to the to the Memphis Grizzlies. That is a project player. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's a project. What I've heard, what I've seen, he's a project. He did not do very well in college this year. Well, he didn't do bad, but he didn't do the best. So we'll see how everything goes. James Bouknight, just a straight bucket off the bench for the Hornets. Straight bucket. And they got a steal with, I think they also got Kai Jones. And if I'm not mistaken, the Hornets also got, who else did they get? They got a steal. Yeah, okay, they got Kai Jones. I swear they got someone else too. Okay, I'm tripping. They got James Bouknight, Kai Jones. Kai Jones is a very athletic power forward. A very athletic big that can run the floor. He can stretch the floor. He can play defense. He's laterally quick. He's just quick altogether. He's got hops and everything. So, yeah. Josh Primo, didn't know a lot about him until I was listening to some stuff. And, I mean, I don't think he was projected to go number 12. I don't think he was. But, yeah, I mean, I am very surprised he went number 12. Chris Duarte, I think he's the oldest player in the draft, but he's going to help the Indiana Pacers now. He's like a point guard, shooting guard, so he'll come off the bench with, I think, TJ McConnell, who should still be there. Or he'll start. They'll have Karis LeVert run the small forward, get rid of TJ Warren, have Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Duarte, Karis LeVert, Sabonis, and Miles Turner. Don't know yet, but Corey Kispert, don't really know about him. He's going to the Wizards from Gonzaga. I'm sorry, I don't really know a lot about some of these college. I just know, like, I don't know how to say his name. Şengün from Turkey. You guys don't know who I'm talking about. I'm only going to talk about a few. He went to Houston. I heard that he's a stretch big. He's a really good stretch big, and he can get dirty in the paint. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know a lot about this draft. I know Cameron Thomas went to the freaking Nets. That's just a straight bucket getter. I'm surprised Jaden Springer went that far. He's definitely one of my sleepers in this draft. The Bulls got, I don't know how to say his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. From Illinois, from Morgan. He went to Sloan Morgan Park. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to Desomu. You guys know who I'm talking about. He's from Illinois, from Chicago, Morgan Park, went to Illinois University. You guys know who I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a few other trades that I gotta talk about. So one of the other trades was the Detroit Pistons sent Mason Plumlee in the 37th pick to the Charlotte Hornets for number 57. That was a good trade for Charlotte. They finally got a good center. They'll have it'll be between PJ Washington and Kai Jones running that power forward. Miles Bridges, probably Terry Rozier at shooting guard, and obviously LaMelo. Man, that is. Was it? I forget already. Was it James Bouknight? James Bouknight and Kai Jones or PJ Washington off the bench. And if they don't get rid of Devontae Graham off the bench, Charlotte is a playoff team next year, bro. Charlotte is a playoff team. And all I got to say is, Lonzo, please come to Chicago. Please, you know you want to come to Chicago. Help Zach LaVine, Vucevic, make us reach the playoffs. Come on, you know you want to come to Chicago. But yeah, then the other trade was the Cleveland Cavaliers are acquiring Ricky Rubio and a 2022 second-round pick for cash, and cash for Taurean Prince. Nothing I could really say besides the Cavaliers have about 15 point guards, but they did well in the draft. Obviously they got Evan Mobley. It's pretty much all they really needed to do anything. But yeah, the biggest thing tonight: Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Jalen Suggs, some of the draft picks, and Westbrook going to LA. Thought we would see Ben Simmons. It does not look like Ben Simmons is going anywhere, and it does not look like Bradley Beal is leaving Washington. I'm happy for Beal. He's loyal. It doesn't look like Lillard. There's still a chance Lillard might leave. But I'm happy that Bradley Beal's being loyal. But then I'm mad because I want to see him in a winning situation. Him being in Washington is not a winning situation. The best thing they could have done was. The best thing they could have did was keep John Wall, let Westbrook just dominate Houston. But yeah, I'll try to record a couple videos before I leave, and then I'll schedule them for when I'm gone. If not, I'm sorry, it's gonna be the last video until probably about a week from now. I'm trying to be more consistent with my uploads. I'm gonna try to start uploading more consistently. Now that the draft picks are in, just got to wait for free agency. But while we're waiting for free agency, I got rebuilds. Put down in the comments if you guys want to see any 2K rebuild challenges, anything like that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that I might have sounded like a casual for the NBA draft. I knew a little bit. I knew Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley were going to go top 3. Obviously. But yeah, sorry if I sounded like a casual for the NBA draft. I will get better at learning college prospects. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.